their business plan basically looks kind of like this. They set up their blog, they start writing blog posts, and usually they'll write 2 or 3 or 4 blog posts in a row, consistently, maybe every day writing a new blog post. But after a few days, they kind of maybe skip a day or 2 or a week or a month, and then they go back and write a few more blog posts. So there's really no consistency in their blogging. The next step is that they don't really know what to do after that. So basically what they're doing is they're waiting for a miracle to happen, and hopefully if this miracle happens, they'll be able to make some money from their blog. And also, as far as traffic is concerned, getting traffic to their blog, they don't really know. They don't have a system. They don't have really a clue of how it's supposed to work. So what most people do is after 1 to 4 weeks, they quit, right? This is the plan that they follow, and after a while, they're just like, you know what, this is not working. It feels like I'm just blogging to myself and nobody's listening. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is the successful blogger's business plan, which looks a little bit different. Once you have your blog, the next thing that we need to do is we need to get into a consistent blogging pattern of blogging daily, okay? Writing your daily blog post is great. However, what we need to do is we need to set up something called a landing page or an opt-in page. Right at the very bottom of every blog post, there's going to be an opt-in page that allows people to opt in to read your, or to sign up to your email list so that they can be notified whenever you write a new blog post. And why do we want to do that? Well, the reason for that is because you don't just want them to come in once and then disappear and never see them again, okay? Once you get traffic to your site once, you want to get people back to the site reading your next blog post and your next blog post and your next blog post. But one of the best ways to get people to actually opt in to your email list is to offer something called an ethical bribe, or sometimes it's called a lead magnet, okay? And that could be anything like a little report or an ebook or something that you build or write or create, or you hire someone else to create it for you, and you give it away as a free incentive for people to join your email list. So you don't want to actually add them to your main email list yet. You want to add them to something called a warm-up email list. Now, what is a warm-up email list? Well, a warm-up email list is basically just a smaller intermediate email list that sends people through something called a warm-up sequence. They will automatically be sent a certain number of emails over the first 5 or 7 or 10 days. What you want to do is after a certain number of days, you want to move them to your main email list, okay? Once they're on your main email list, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be sending an email to them every single time you write a new blog post. So this basically creates a success cycle where you're not just writing blog posts and then hoping that some kind of miracle happens and somebody shows up and possibly reads it. What you're doing is you're taking control over building your audience and then promoting your blog post to your audience over a certain period of time. What you can do is you can create something called an accelerator, which is essentially you can get some paid traffic from places like Facebook or Google or solo ads or any number of paid traffic sources where you can get highly targeted traffic that would be interested in your content, and you take that traffic and you send that same traffic to your opt-in or your landing page. Okay, so you don't actually send that traffic to your blog posts, you send that traffic first to your landing page. Why do we do that? Well, the reason for that is because most people, if they see an ad on, let's just use Facebook as an example. If they see an ad on Facebook and you put up an ad that says click here to go to my blog and sign up for my email list, most people won't click on that ad. They won't sign up for your emails. The next thing that you need as part of your business plan is you need your blog to be set up in a way where when people are receiving your blog post, they're receiving value. Okay, so you need to have a system in place, and you need to go through certain training to understand how to actually deliver value in your blog posts. You want to also teach and inspire people, whatever our niche market is. If we're also building our brand. Okay, so this helps you to brand yourself as a person, as an expert in the market, because you're delivering value to people, you're teaching and inspiring them, and in essence, you're essentially developing a name for yourself. And then, of course, at a certain point in time, monetization strategy that you're going to follow on your blog that connects people with some kind of product or service that you're promoting to your audience. When you promote something, what you need to do is you need to send these people through a professional sales funnel. Okay, if you send them through a professional sales funnel, you're going to make money. If you don't, chances are you're probably not going to make money online. As you're doing this and you're setting up your, you're writing your daily blog posts and you're getting traffic to them and you're, promoting them to your email list, what's going to happen is your system also needs to have a process in place that automatically connects to the search engines and optimizes the way that your blog posts are written and optimizes the way that your blog posts are seen by the search engines, so that you can start to also develop some free search engine traffic. And your system also needs to have a process in place that can start to generate free traffic from social media, like Facebook or Twitter. And of course, there's also some free referral traffic you're going to get, which is from, just word of mouth, people sending emails to people saying, hey, check out this guy's blog or this person's blog. All Facebook ads have to be linked to a fan page, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to actually create a Facebook fan page for your blog and for your brand, okay? So over time, your Facebook fan page will start to develop fans, okay? So you might get 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 or 50,000 Facebook fans. And of course, what we want to do is we want to have a system that allows us to take our daily blog posts that we write and to send those blogs and post them on our Facebook fan page. This is the entire setup that you're basically going to need to set up if you want to make money online as a blogger.
Welcome back to She Power. As I mentioned earlier, we are with Patricia Andago, a blogger who writes about love and relationships. But now let's get to know a little bit about her business structures in PendoTalk. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Tell me, so how is your structure like as a business entity, PendoTalk?
Well, as a business entity, we outsource the services that we need. I don't employ people directly for PendoTalk, but I have a team of people that I work with. So I have a manager, Joy Olwande. I also have a web designer, and also she works with all the technical difficulties that we have on PendoTalk. She handles it. That's Mbithe Nzomo. And then there's also Chris Hart, who provides content for the blog and responds to people's relationship queries. So that basically is the PendoTalk team.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And at 23, how did you really get to have a solid thing going on for you? Sometimes when we are young, we're thinking about having fun and things like that. What really made you focus into writing and now say, this is it, this is what I'm going to follow?
Well, I am having fun, I am having fun. So I think that's what makes it what makes me keep going, because I'm not doing it. I didn't actually start it as a business. I started it as a way to inspire people. So that's what keeps me going, even when things may be tough, that's what keeps me going. So the structure actually came later on when I realized that I needed one, but yes.
All right, so tell me about the Africa Business Partners. What do you do with them, or what is it all about?
Yes, at Africa Business Partners, we are consultants, business consultants. So Africa Business Partners is actually the only Japanese company, consulting company, that specializes in African business.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's a Japanese company?
It is a Japanese company. So at African Business Partners, we link Japanese companies that want to partner with African companies, or we assist Japanese companies to come into the African market. Yes, so what I really, really like about Africa Business Partners is that, okay, first of all, it's a very interesting job because I do different projects all the time. And
sorry to cut you short, but give me an example of companies, Japanese companies that have linked with African business companies here.
Okay, there are several, because of the nature of the work that we do, we're actually not meant to publicize who our clients are, but you see them every day. That's all I can say.
and how can somebody if you want to really get linked to the Japanese company, how would we go about it?
Well, you can easily approach the company. You can easily come to Africa Business Partners or send a proposal. Actually, on our website, we have a platform for you to do that. So you can easily send your query, whatever request that you have, and we'll make it happen for you.
Ah, brilliant.
Yes.
And it's been successful?
Yes, Africa Business Partners is doing very well. We are growing slowly and steadily, and the impact that it has in terms of job creation and just improving development and infrastructure, and the kind of products that we have in our market, definitely we are doing well.
Okay, and what is your take on these notorious bloggers who write things about people that are not true and things like that? Are there measures that are there to curb such people?
You know what, I try to even think of them not as bloggers. Like there should be another name for you know, people who try to just make stories out of everything. What I think is that their time is limited. That's the thing. It's not sustainable. You know, they'll have like a really good story for a scandal one day, but the next day there'll be nothing.
They'll have nothing.
So usually what they do is that they'll cook up something, or they'll make it seem like a way bigger issue than it is, and that's not going to last. You know, it's people will only be excited for a short time, and then they'll stop following it. Yeah.
All right. So away from Pendo Talk, what do you do for your social life?
I like to read when I'm alone for my free time. I also, although I'm a slow reader, but I like to read. I also like to take hikes and go to different places and visit people and eat a lot of ice cream and chocolate.
Yeah, I know you're a chocolate lover.
Yes, I love chocolate. Very chocolate.
Dark or white?
All. Yes, I love dark chocolate, white chocolate. All. Yes.
All right. What do you have to tell the young people who aspire to be writers, to be, you know, to have their presence somewhere like online and things like that? What's your take on that?
The first thing I would say is make sure you focus on something that you're passionate about, something that, I don't know, when you think about it, you feel a fire burning inside you and you just want to share with people, no, don't do this or do that. Have a passion for it. The second thing I would say, register with BAKE, like the Kenya Bloggers Association, register with BAKE, because they provide so many opportunities that you would not be able to have as a blogger without being a member.
And what do they do, Bloggers Association of Kenya?
They bring bloggers together and they create opportunities for them. So, for example, whenever there's a training abroad or when there's an opportunity for a blogger, even just writers being hired for the different blogs, what they do is that they give us information about that and they, you know, unite bloggers and help us to grow. So it creates a platform really for us to grow as bloggers.
Okay. All right. And if somebody wants to know where Pendo Talk is, where do they find you?
Go to
online, yeah.
Yes, pendotalk.co.ke. That is our URL, pendotalk.co.ke. You can also find us on Facebook, Pendo Talk, and Twitter and Instagram @PendoTalk.
All right. Thank you so much, Patricia.
Thank you.
I've learned a lot and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
This has been She Power, and I hope you've learned something about online presence and love and relationships. Have a fantastic day.